In the UK, women have been complaining about the sizes of clothes and how the measurements in high street stores differ. Recently, we asked 33 women if they ever have to buy different size clothing from different shops, and only 2 of them said they don't. The survey also revealed that 79% of the women feel their self-esteem fall when they have to buy clothes labelled as a larger size than what they usually get. The women said they think H&M and Primark's clothes have the smallest measurements. I'm Danielle, and I'm going to find out which stores have the best fittings for me as a size 12. So we've got all these clothes from the shops that are all size 12, and now we're going to see which ones actually fit. This top is from Peacocks and it's quite a tight fitting. It's like quite tight on my boobs and on my stomach, but it's not too tight. And on my arms, I don't really like the length because it's quite high for the t-shirt. This top is from Primark and it's quite tight on the arms, but baggy around the stomach, which is what I like. This top's from Pep and Co and it's a really good fit. I like it. It's just a little bit baggy here, like where my armpits are. But other than that, it's fine. This top's from Dorothy Perkins and it's a really good fit. It's nice and loose around the arms and it's a really good length. I quite like it because it's quite long. This top is from New Look and it's a lot tighter. It's really tight around the arms, but it's baggy like near where my armpits are, and it's quite tight fitting around the stomach and on my boobs as well. Now I've looked at the tops, I'm going to see what the size 12 jeans look like. These jeans are from H&M and I can't get them fully on properly because they're quite tight, and by the looks of it they're short because they're coming above my ankles and sticking out a bit, and yeah, it's really tight around the waist and all on the legs. These jeans are from Peacocks. They're a better fitting, they're a bit baggy there around the waist, and at the bottom they kick out a bit, they're not really skinny, they look a bit dodgy. These are jeggings from New Look and they're really tight, but they're quite a good length, but I really struggle to get into them. These jeans are from Primark and they're a really long length, but they're a bit baggy on the crotch. These jeggings are from Dorothy Perkins and they're ankle grazers and they're a really good length, and they're quite a good fit around the legs and they're just a bit baggy on the waist. These jeggings are from Pep and Co and they're really tight. Again, I struggle to get them on over my bum, but the waist is still a bit baggy and they're a good length. So earlier I tried on clothes from different shops and I'd say the best one was Dorothy Perkins for size 12. A lot of the jeans didn't really fit properly, and I think the best fitted top was from Dorothy Perkins, and the jeans were the closest fit but they weren't exactly perfect. I always find it really hard to find jeans that actually fit me. Usually I have to buy size 12 jeans and sew the waist in if there's no belt loops or anything like that, and because if I get size 10 then the legs are usually too tight, so it's quite stressful whenever I have to buy clothes. And I never buy clothes online for this reason, because it's so hard to find clothes that actually fit. Even though I know I am a size 12, all the measurements are wrong in different shops, and I know a few people who they don't like buying clothes that are higher sizes than they know what they are, because that upsets them, upsets their self-esteem. Although I personally don't mind that because I like buying clothes that are baggy, but I know that it does really upset like quite a lot of people, and I think they should have like standard measurement sizes, like give all the brands the same guidelines for the measurements, and then it will just be a lot easier for women to go out and buy clothes.
I personally brought a top at H&M, and when I took it back I said it's just too small, and they said, oh, all our sizes are small. I thought, well, if it's a standard 14, shouldn't it be a standard 14?
Like, on the basis of clothes sizing, do you get many people coming to talk to you about body confidence and self-esteem issues and stuff like that?
Body dysmorphia, ladies generally, very generally, who will sit here in the heat of summer with a big thick coat on and all wrapped up so you can't see their shape and sizes. Self-esteem and self-confidence born out of, did they have the right clothes, shoes at school, you know, the right brand names, or were they bullied because their parents couldn't afford the right brand names and things like that. And eating disorders is perhaps a consequence of that self-esteem and that self-confidence.
And what advice would you give to any women who seem to be obsessed with the sizes of clothes?
I think it's learning to find out what started that obsession, and unpicking it backwards to find out where that obsession with their size started and why. What was the root cause of it? I think that's the place to start. And then see if they'll alter their own way of thinking accordingly.
So what advice would you give someone if they had body dysmorphia or like a self-body issue? What advice would you give them in regards of getting support and help?
There's a number of support helplines, aren't there, that you can get via the internet now and things like that. And also they can ask for the support from friends and family to work with them side by side, going on their journey to try and change how they think about things.